What if I told you that Melvin was the true hero of the movie Baby Boy? Though you may have thought he was just a bully after watching him choke out Jody, that's not the case at all. Melvin was an entrepreneur with street smarts and impeccable self-control. He had literally already made the mistakes that Jody was going through, being an absentee father, committing petty crimes, and resorting to violence to solve his problems. Though it took a while for Jody to see it, Jody eventually realized that there was a lot that he could learn from Melvin. By the end of the movie, you would have thought that Melvin was his real daddy. They say imitation is the greatest form of flattery, and that's exactly what Jody was doing when he started selling stolen dresses. He was tired of hearing his mama talk about Melvin's thriving lawn care business. Funny how Jody kept calling Melvin a criminal when his business wasn't even on the up and up. And despite all of the hate he saw coming his way, he still took time to coach Jody on the fundamentals of economics. He even broke it down in the terms that Jody would understand. Guns and butter. Let me break it down. As Melvin put it, guns are assets that appreciate, such as real estate, stocks, bonds, and artwork, while butter was cars, clothes, and jewelry. The man was dropping knowledge. Of course, Jody's hating ass refused to receive the free game. Melvin also exercised impeccable self-control during the movie. He knew that he could have whooped Jody's ass at any given moment. Jody was a habitual line stepper, as Dave Chappelle would have said. Jody called the man's kids ugly, said he was a deadbeat dad, and repeatedly reminded him of his troubled past. Even when Melvin had put his hands on him, he didn't hold a grudge and reminded Jody that it could have been much worse. You may have missed it, but when Melvin put Jody in the chokehold, he licked Jody's bald head and told him he'd require oral sex if they were in prison.
Boy, ain't no
this may
fucking
sound
way.
ludicrous, but this is exactly how he apologized to Yvette after physically assaulting her. Melvin was also street smart, a trait that Jody was lacking in. While Jody was pissing off hardened criminals like Snoop Dogg, Melvin had found a way to separate himself from the guys he used to run with when he was Jody's age, while still maintaining their respect. Most importantly, Melvin knew how to discreetly dispose of the weapon at the end of the movie, while Jody was crying like a baby. I think it's safe to say that Jody would be doing 10 to 20 years for manslaughter if it weren't for the help of Melvin. Damn. Sure takes a lot to earn the respect of Jody. In conclusion, Melvin is a real MVP. He was an undercover economics professor, mastered his aggression, and the streets loved him like OG Bobby Johnson. While Jody was hanging with preteens. Dude was a loser. If you agree, subscribe and smash that like button like Melvin used to do to haters in prison. Thanks for watching.